Hey, how's everybody doing? Hey, I just wanted to thank everybody for all the Merry Christmases you left on the comments on the last video. I wish each and every one of you a Happy New Year and a better New Year than before. Like y'all said to me, y'all wish me a better, another great year or a better year or whatever have you. But right now, it don't look like it's going to be too good of a... I'm going to flip the camera around. But right now, it don't look like it's going to be too good of a start for a new year. These are my babies, man. This thing has survived a storm. I happened to be sitting at the shop I'm saying about 3 to 4 years ago, when I first laid eyes on this car. I told the owner, which is Noe, that I wanted the car really bad. And when I came across the money after my motorcycle accident, I put a good down payment on it, and then I missed a lot of payments. And then, you know, it's going to turn out it's going to be mine. But man, this is all I got is these two things right here. You know, it's all I have that's worth any kind of money at all. It's all I have. You know, and I'm worried because the forecast is saying that there is a lot of thunderstorms coming my way with grape size and golf ball size hail. This one survived a good hailstorm. It's got one here, one there, one over there, and then that's it. That's it on the hood, just maybe 4 or 5. Because in the middle of that hailstorm, me and Noe went and grabbed boards, anything we could find, other body parts off the other cars. I mean, we just threw them on there. Which, looky here, I think I'm going to go for this. It's an old hood. It's an old hood. I'm going to put it up on one of these cars, man. What'd I do, flip a quarter? I only got one hood. This is tragic. It's just tragic, man. Maybe I ought to do it like this, the year they made metal thicker. So what do you think they made? Did you think they made metal on cars thicker than 67 rather than a 72? That's not very far apart. They're probably pretty much near the same. But I do plan on putting these cars back together and getting them going, because this is all I got. This is everything I got with the money and everything that I've invested in. You know, since all my struggles through the years, this is what I started putting all my money in. Instead of going out and partying and blowing my money on some crap I didn't need to buy, I started purchasing stuff like this and sinking my money into stuff like this. And I guess I just better get on my knees and pray to God above. Please, not my cars. Please. Here, do a hail damage on the motor, for Christ's sake. Anything. God, please, don't take the car. Not the car, God. Please. Please don't do it to the car. Please, just please. Kind of work it out to where I just pray and hope and pray that please don't put a hail on my cars. Anyway, I'm going to get off here and let it go. I like the way it shines when it's wet. I love that. I love that look it gives when it's wet, and it just gives me a sneak preview of what it's going to look like in the future. That ain't half bad. Why don't I just sand it down and leave the dents and everything in it and put some clear on it? Heck with it, huh? I don't think I'm going to do that. I got to give these two pieces of classical cars here the glory of a nice paint job, you know? You know, I look at it this way. It's my responsibility, or anybody's responsibility that owns classic cars, to seal the tradition, you know, keep them around, hang on to them, you know, don't send them to the crusher. do things to them to preserve them, because one day, there's not going to be many of them around. And I know that for a fact, because they're starting more and more from when I was a kid till now. You know, more and more, whenever I was growing up, whenever I was a kid, whenever I went to classic cars shows, there was a lot of Model A's and a lot of Model T's and a lot of classic cars that were like of the 40s and 30s and 20s, you know. That's the one I remember going to with my dad. That's the kind of car shows. And now when you go to a car show, they're so scared to bring those things, I mean, they're so scared to bring those cars out into the elements of the world. They don't even drive it down the road. They want to put it in a sheltered box and deliver it to the car show inside. You know, that's how scarce all those things are becoming. And I mean, all those cars or vehicles are becoming. So I guess we can only hope and pray that nothing happens. I think it was a miracle because I didn't cover this windshield the last time. And you see the size of that dent right there. That's a hard hit. Can you imagine this glass getting hit that hard? I covered the metal. We all covered the metal. We didn't cover too much of the windshield. I guess I'll drag that hood off and sit it on top of Louise, I guess. I don't know. I got maybe an hour before the next storm rolls through. The last couple that rolled by, they're fast moving storms. They didn't have no hail in them, very little rain, just a lot of wind blowing. So I've gotten lucky like twice. Keep rolling the dice, huh? If it was you, what would you choose? The Chevy truck or the 67 LTD? I don't know. I'm gonna put this camera down, flip a quarter, and man, I love both of them so much. It's hard to choose between the two of them. I don't have any other things in the backyard. I used to have an old mattress, a box mattress in the backyard that I used to keep around just for that occasion, you know. But it's been thrown away. I don't know. I guess I'll go with my first love. I don't know. Then again, the car. We'll just flip a quarter. Heads. Heads for the truck, I mean. What is it? It's tails. Tails for the 67 4-wheel LTD. Come to think of it, I think it would be a lot easier to find another hood for this truck than it would be for the Ford LTD. So I'm going to get off here and try to scramble with anything I can of wood or anything to go on top of this 67 Ford LTD and wish for the best. Anyway, God bless y'all, and I'll see you till next time. Limpster out.